All right, this video, it's about Evergreen, Colorado. Evergreen is an amazing mountain town 19 miles away from Denver, and the reason that people love it is because, well, it's freaking beautiful. And if you wanted to commute downtown to Denver for work, if you had to a couple times a week, this is an area that you can still get down there, probably about 35-40 minutes, and it's got a whole lot to offer. So if you're into that and you want to learn more, stay tuned. This is like the eastmost side of Evergreen. Just beyond this is Kitridge, and you start really heading down the hill. But all kinds of cool shops on this strip and like unique stuff to Colorado. You got Bojo's Pizza, which is unique Colorado pizza. You got Muddy Buck, a great cafe over there. The place with the bear. Oh, Little Bear. Really great place, and I'm not saying that just because it has my name, but Murphy's is a restaurant down the way, right on the creek, and so you can sit outside, be on the creek, and they're really good menu for something that just looks like a little restaurant. And then yeah, all the way along here, there's a bunch of other little unique shops, and then this will go right into Evergreen Lake, and that's where you'll hit like Bergen Park and other areas that we're going to explore here in a minute. Cool. So this is Cactus Jack's, one of my favorite places in Evergreen, just because it gets a little bit wily, and I like it. The people that serve and work here are really cool. It's just, you see family, you see a little bit of everyone in here, and that's my type of place. And then this trail goes all the way down to the lake in Evergreen, and so if you want to ride on your bike or whatever, it's just a great spot to chill and hang out with friends. So in this video of Evergreen as well, I have a client testimonial, someone I hope to move up from Texas up to Evergreen, and they will give you their inputs and insight to why they like the area, things to know of when you're moving up here. So stay tuned for that part of the video. So let's talk about housing in Evergreen, Colorado. For the most part, they're single-family detached homes, but it is so hard to tell you what homes are like in Evergreen because it varies so much. Things like access, slope of your property, if you get sunlight, if you're on septic, if you're on well, all that stuff plays a part into your pricing and just what type of lifestyle you're going to be living in Evergreen. But as far as houses, the average listing price, sales price, is $833,000, which is, it's up there. You get homes that are up in $3 million plus in Evergreen. The median is around $735,000. So you can find really small cabins or something like that in Evergreen between $350,000 and $400,000, but it's going to be like 800 square feet. It's not going to be very updated, and access to it might be atrocious, but I mean, it's out there. They go fast. You just have to have a really good realtor that's on top of it for you. Evergreen has fantastic schools. According to greatschools.com, the high school has gotten a 9 out of 10 rating, and most of the other schools, I think there are 16 public schools and 19 private schools in Evergreen, and so they're well known for having a great school system and also like a good athletic program in Evergreen. So if you're raising a family in Evergreen, it's a good spot. They're going to have great support and just good extracurriculars for them. We're at Evergreen Lake. This is just an awesome, like, hangout place for the community, because in the summer there'll be paddle boarding and just people hanging out on the water. In the winter, when this freezes over, people will come out here and there'll be ice fishing. So all kinds of activities, cool things to do. And as you're coming through here from, you know, west, kind of like northwest Evergreen to the shops, the little strip down here by like Murphy's and Cactus Jack's, it's just an awesome view to see. And just, you get constant reminders when you're driving through Evergreen that like, this place is awesome. I'm in the mountains, I freaking love it. And it's just, you feel light after being in this town. So if you're in Evergreen, you need a car. In fact, you probably need 2 cars in case one gets stuck ever. You can commute down to the city. The RTD, the Rural Transit of Denver, they do have shuttles that go pretty early in the morning. And so off of 285, it'll be, I think, at like 5 in the morning. They'll have one that goes down the hill into the city, and then they'll have one about 5 p.m. that comes back up the hill. So you can commute. They'll have a park and ride there for you. But for the most part, people are driving in Evergreen. Recreation and fun. Like I said, at the lake, you have paddle boarding, you got ice fishing, but then you're out here, you got cross-country skiing. Biking is huge. I have never seen so many pelotons until I started showing homes up in Evergreen. So there's always people that are road biking around here, and hikes. I'll show you the All Trails app, which you should download the All Trails app. That's what I use to find all my hikes. But Evergreen, you got Three Sisters, you got hikes around Bergen Park, the Elk Meadow, where there's a ton of elk in the area. They have tons of trails there too. So there's always somewhere to explore, always something to do in the area. And then the other towns too. So just northwest of here, you have Idaho Springs, which is another cool town along I-70, and then, like I mentioned, Kitridge, and then Conifer, just off of 285. Conifer it's a smaller town, but they have just, you know, shops and restaurants there as well. Hey, we are up in Evergreen at the home of 2 of my favorite Texans that I helped move up to Evergreen a couple years ago. And today we're gonna give you a home tour of what it's like to live up in the mountains of Colorado. Let's go. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Solid.
Good to see you.
This is Maria, and Frank's in there somewhere, and they're gonna give us a tour of their super sweet home. Let's come on in.
Come on in. Here's our sweet living room with a view. So, right here, oh look outside. You see him? The person who owned it took a lot of pride in the property, and you could just tell. And the architect went on to do really these beautiful soft curves. And here's the bathroom. It really kind of has a cool little sink in there, and look at the nice.
Yeah, the cool features.
Yeah,
like everywhere you look in this
has
house,
a beautiful view
it's well done.
as well from inside. I see the cats chilling out. They're very cozy in here. Nice and warm. It's beautifully insulated up here in the winter. Yeah. And then those blinds just really keep the cool air in during the summer.
Nice.
So it's been really good. It's over here, and we love this kitchen. The one thing about this area is you don't want to leave. So we've been cooking at home all the time. Fireplace is amazing. It's not gas, but we just love the wood burning. Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah. When you go downstairs, you'll see that we have more of this music thing going on. But Frank writes and produces his own music. He got a little award for a song he did in New York City. They played it a ton. He got #1 on the charts in New York. So
really,
yeah, it was extremely exciting. You want to go out here for a second before we head downstairs?
Yeah.
I think they need that. But they kind of come down underneath any of the feeders to nibble off the corn or whatever falls out. So we have a lot of bird activity. Pretty easy access. This is a bus route, so they keep it really beautifully plowed. The neighbors are great. This is a wonderful walking area for Frank and I. Look at that. Oh, he's right there.
Hey, little bird.
Nope. All right. I don't know if that helps at all, y'all.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you're doing great.
it's not that exciting.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
These guys do video all the time about what it's like to live in Colorado, so...
If you want to learn more and stay up to date, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be notified each time they make a new video.
Wow.
So, remember this? This is the garage, you know? And so we've got the booth we're building, and he's still...
Was a garage.
There's videos on you.
Not anymore.
Put that thing away.
Frank.
It's just his Frank. Yeah.
Whoa.
He's cleaning. But we are in the process of, you know, putting new lighting in, putting the sound bolsters on the ceilings. And
Yeah,
all
I've got a
that.
long way to go.
But yeah, this is gonna be, you know, a writing.
fun. This is fun. It's fun, but you know, it
Yeah.
also takes a lot of work to set it all up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Any stories
I
behind
did
any
in
of these
Chicago.
guitars?
Any guitar stories?
Oh,
Right? Get your cleaning stuff down.
I mean, the only store. I mean, just like, you know, some of them represent, like, that's a replica of
Where's
Prince's
the
main
tab?
guitar.
Uh-huh.
I mean, literally, it's Mad Cat H.S. Anderson, which is what he played before he died. Obviously, played that the whole time. Replica of Eddie Van Halen's on the last to the left.
Is that red and white one?
Yeah, red and white one. Yeah, but that one. I play that, but I didn't build that. And that's just a, you know, just a standard Gibson Les Paul and a standard Telecaster. Fender.
Can you play a little bit for us?
Oh yeah.
What do you want me to play?
Yeah,
I don't
it's really
know.
Play
I don't
for
know.
me.
Let's see if something is in tune. Play for skill.
That was good. That was good. Hell yeah. Hell.
So basically in here, I do art conservation. For example, these things were broken pretty badly, and we've just reconstructed them, and we're doing a little bit of a surface fill work and touching in. Nothing over the original, just enough so people can kind of look at them as they were intended to be shown. So a lot of little business here. We do photo documentation. Obviously I store a lot of adhesives and art supplies in here. So I do a lot of painting, my own painting. Here's an example of a plate. We're working on a small painting, a plate, some dishes. We do a lot of ceramic and porcelain and glass repair. I also teach classes. So in the spring I teach the Ukrainian egg courses, and then every other time of the year I teach what's called iconography, which is sort of in this case, they pick their own images, and it's the traditional gilding and burnishing of gold and everything else to come up with these sort of, you know, I wouldn't call them religious in all cases, but they tend to kind of veer that way. We use like tempera and original pigments or ground pigments and real gold. So, and I also kind of just display a lot of the windows up here when I'm done, before a client will come get them, or before I put them in shows.
Okay. And so this is when we were looking for houses. This is one thing that we were looking for, this like studio space, because you had kilns, you had all these things that you needed to have out here, and we kind of wanted a little spot away from the rest of the house that you could just have your like solitude.
It's perfect.
And I think we found it.
Yeah.
And then you got this amazing view.
Oh yeah, it's very quiet too. I love it. Like until you want to walk outside and hear nature, it is perfect. It is just like exactly the way it should be. Very sealed, so I'm not worried about my objects. You know, the environment is perfect. And in the winter, I have my cool stove, and it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel so you stay up to date on our videos. But Evergreen's pretty awesome, right? I love it here. I definitely see myself purchasing a property up in Evergreen in my future. If you intend to, it's definitely a spot that you need to get some help on, get some assistance to make sure you're checking everything that you should, and that you're getting a good deal on the house too, and also that you're aware of what you're getting into, because you are in the mountains. So if you have questions, again, we love answering them for you. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.